MW3 just dropped and we are about to review this bad boy. Are you ready for it? Should you buy it? Should you spend $80? It's actually like $90 here in Canada. I think I paid $100 actually. I'm not even fucking kidding. Not even kidding, guys. I paid $100 for this game, the standard version, in Canada. Jesus Christ. Was it worth it? I don't know, but I'm about to tell you. So this is called MW3. For whatever reason, they just, I guess they're rebooting the Modern Warfare series. Is that what... It's so confusing, guys, because it's MW3 rebooted, but they're bringing back MW2 maps. Does that make any sense to anybody? It should have been MW3 maps this year, and MW2 maps, the classic MW2, those maps should have been in last year's game, but I digress. Anyways, this game has been out for like 6 hours. It's actually not even out yet, but yeah, you know, I did a little trick and I've been playing it. I'm just going to give my honest thoughts. We can start off with the campaign. That's just going to be, I'm going to talk about this for like a minute. I'll leave a timestamp because I know most of you don't care about the campaign. Neither do I anymore. It's absolutely awful, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, it's not awful. It's decent, but I think I'm about halfway through it. It's okay. I mean, I don't know. It's not as good as like the older campaigns. Black Ops 1 is still the best campaign in the series for me. I love the original Modern Warfare and MW2. Even MW3's campaign was good. This one, I'm not enjoying it as much as last year's game, MW2's campaign. But it's just more of the same of that, in my opinion. The story is all right. Some of the missions are really cool, just like last year. It is the shortest campaign. It seems like every year these campaigns are just getting shorter and shorter. I think you can beat it in like 4.5, 5 hours max. If you played on Recruit, which I know a lot of you guys do, you'll probably beat it in like 3 hours. So if you're going to buy this game strictly for the campaign, do not do it. Or if you do it, make sure you only paying like $20 because it's just not worth it. Even if you get 2 playthroughs out of it, you're only getting like 6, 7, maybe 8 hours tops out of it. So I don't know. I just think if they're not going to put effort into the campaign anymore, they should probably just go away from it, because it seems like every year it's just so inconsistent. Some of the campaigns have been good recently, some of them have not been. So if they're not going to care much about it, then just honestly it'd be better if you just stay away from it. For all you Zombies fans, I don't know if you're gonna like the new mode. So this is like Sledgehammer's little twist on Zombies, and I didn't have a lot of high hopes to begin with because the last zombie Sledgehammer did was actually Vanguard, and wow, was that a Zombies mode, hey? Probably the worst in the series. So this isn't horrible. I did have a little bit of fun. I've only played like 2 or 3 games so far. It's open world. You're on the new Warzone map that's about to come out, and you have your squad and you're going around doing objectives. There's different contracts and different missions you can do throughout the map. There's some cool zombies. It does get repetitive kind of quick. Again, I've only played a couple matches for a few hours, and it's okay, but I was finding myself hopping right back on the multiplayer ahead of this. It just be me, but if you're a diehard Zombies fan, you'll probably like it for a little bit. But I don't know. I like it more simplistic. I like it more like the older ones. I don't know if they're going to implement some maps, like actual zombie maps, and not just this open world thing. I don't know if they're going to do that throughout the year, but hopefully they do that. Not bad. It's something to play every once in a while if you get a little sick and tired of the multiplayer. However, let's talk about that. So you got the MW2 maps, as I mentioned before, every single one of them, all 16. None of the DLC maps. I don't know if they're going to add those later on, but all 16 of the classic MW2 OG maps in this game. I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but I love these maps. Easily some of the best maps ever created. You got Terminal, High Rise, Karachi, Skid Row, Scrapyard, Rust. Anybody want a 1v1? Probably not. Yeah, just the map designs back in the day, it just, oh my god, I'm so happy they're bringing some of these maps back. I would like them to add some new maps. We'll get to that in a second. Just talking about these ones, they all feel the same as the OG ones, you know, 12, 13, 14 years ago. The only difference is the movement. Obviously, this game is returning to a more fast-paced. I know the last few Call of Duty games have been pretty fast, but last year with MW2, they tried to slow down the gameplay just a little bit. It was still pretty fast, but there was no slide canceling. It was like a really slow slide mechanic, and then you could also dolphin dive. This game is returning to the more like MW 2019 Call of Duty Vanguard, the original Warzone gameplay mechanics. So slide canceling, people are zipping across the map. There's a perk in this game that allows you to like slide for longer distances. It's starting to piss me off because people are sliding all across my screen and I can hardly tell what the hell is happening. So yeah, it is a faster game. Gameplay wise, I like it. I think it's not as fast as, let's say, MW. Jesus, I just burped up my fucking lunch from yesterday. It's not as fast as like MW 2019 or even Call of Duty Vanguard. It's like somewhere in the middle between last year's MW2 and then those games. So it's definitely a pretty fast game. You'll be able to tell right away. And then some of these maps are already very small, like Scrapyard. Rust is obviously ridiculously small. Even maps like Terminal are kind of medium scaled size-wise. And with the faster movement, it's definitely playing a little bit different than it did back in the day. Like MW2, the original, already played pretty fast, and that was without tac sprint and, you know, slide canceling. And now you can imagine, you know, running across these maps, because they haven't, from what I know, they haven't like scaled the maps to be any larger than they were, or if they have, they're only slightly bigger. It's not noticeable. And so with the faster mechanics, you're able to get across the map like ridiculously fast, and it seems like you're always in a gunfight, which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. So I do think in general though, it's taking a little bit to get used to. I was even trying to play the old MW2 just a few weeks ago, and coming to this now, it's taken a little bit of an adjustment to play, but overall I am enjoying the faster overall mechanics. Another thing that I want to give props to Sledgehammer Games for is they finally listened to us about the fast time to kill. Now, for the past few Call of Duty games, Vanguard, MW2, as well as MW 2019, I think Cold War was the only one in there where the time to kill was a little bit slower, and it's finally slower in this game again. So you're not killing people in 2 bullets. Sometimes it does happen. Some of these guns definitely need to be nerfed a bit. But for the most part, it's balanced now. You actually have to put like 3/4 or half of a clip into somebody to kill them. Health has been increased. It's a lot better. Definitely a lot better. I want to talk a little bit more about the maps. So if you never played the original MW2, first of all, what the hell are you doing? I'm just kidding. I know there's a lot of server issues, and if you're younger, then you probably never got a chance to experience those. So you guys are probably playing this game, and you guys are probably like, holy shit, these are actual good maps for once in Call of Duty. That's what we used to get all the time back in the day, little kids. But I do wish, for us that have played the classic MW2, I do think that this is going to get old a little quick. Just because, you know, I'm not taking anything away from these maps. Again, some of my favorite ever. But I wish they would have done a little bit, like, they couldn't have incorporated any new maps. Like, are you guys kidding me? Are you that lazy over there that you can't give us 5 or 6 or even 7 new maps along with the classic maps? I do appreciate them giving every single one of the OG maps, but I feel like it should have been like 16 classic maps and maybe like 7 or 8 new maps. I know that they're going to add new maps. I think they said every month we're going to get like 2 new maps, but I'm not trying to wait. I don't even know if I'm going to be playing this game much in a month, so it would have been better if they just released a few new maps. I'm not even asking for a lot, just 5, 6, 7. I know I just said 8 new maps. Because they're basically just reskinning old maps that they had no involvement in. These guys probably weren't even around to develop these maps, so it's kind of lazy, kind of disappointing that there's no new maps. But honestly, the last few Call of Duty games, I haven't enjoyed any of the maps, so maybe it was just for the best. About a few features that they've taken away, as well as a few features that are returning from past Call of Duty games. So a big complaint with last year's Call of Duty game, MW2, was that they took away a lot of core features from the Call of Duty games that we've known for so many years. Like red dots, you know, when you shoot your gun on the map, you should, if you don't have a silencer, your red dots should be showing on the minimap. They actually took that away last year. I can't remember their explanation. I think they said they didn't want you to, like, I don't know. They basically were saying that they didn't want players to get picked on and targeted if they shot their gun. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? It's been around for years. Don't take it away. They heard the complaints because Sledgehammer added that back. Should have never went away in the first place. Another thing is Dead Silence is now a perk, which we've been asking for, at least I have, for years. It was a field upgrade for like a few games, and it should always be a perk. Back in the day, it was a perk, and I'm happy that's back to where it should be. The perks overall, I don't have problems with them. I know in the beta there was a few problems with the perks, but they immediately patched those. Like I said, there's a perk, I can't think of the name, I've only been playing this for like 5-6 hours, but there's a perk that allows you to slide across the map a little longer. That one could get annoying. I don't know if they're going to have to nerf that a bit or what, or maybe I'm just going to have to up my game, but Jesus, especially around corners. Like I'll come around a corner, some guy's just sliding right into my ball sack. It's just, didn't expect that, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to get nerfed. Overall, the perks are fine. Nothing to complain about there. As far as like the weapon customization, they finally simplified it just a little bit. It's still crazy. There's like 1,800 attachments on one gun, which kind of, it's a little bit annoying to me. Years ago, you actually just had 3 attachments on a gun in Call of Duty. Now you have 15 or whatever it is. That's still the same. The only difference is there's no weapon tuning. Thank the gods that there's no weapon tuning. I got so annoyed having to do that. Like I had to go watch YouTube videos and tune my gun for 35 minutes when I only have 2 hours to play. Used to piss me right off. Weapon tuning has been eliminated. What the hell? It didn't die. It kind of did. It's been removed from the game, which is something that I'm kind of happy about. I don't know about you guys. Other than that, the weapon customization is basically the exact same as it has been in, you know, Vanguard, MW2, MW 2019, Cold War. The skill-based matchmaking, I'm going to make a rant video. It's probably already up, so just go check my channel. That I could honestly go on for like 20 minutes out. It's definitely the highest it's ever been in any of the Call of Duty games in this game. So if you're an above average player or you consider yourself really good or a beast, then you're going to be playing sweaty lobbies within like your second match on this game. I kid you not. Even in the beta, I was already playing sweaty players. And yeah, it gets old pretty quick. So yeah, I don't know if I covered everything. Did I? The multiplayer is fun. Skill-based matchmaking is crazy. The game overall is good, and it should be good because I don't know how you screw up bringing back, you know, basically MW2 reskinned with different mechanics and a few different guns. So overall, this is probably the most fun I've had on a Call of Duty in the last... I'm trying to think back here. Probably like the last 7 or 8 years. Cold War I did have some fun on. But now for the moment of truth, do I recommend buying this game? Okay, so this is I'm gonna break this down into like 3 different categories. If you never played MW2 ever in your life, like the classic 2008 MW2 or 2009, whenever it came out, if you never played that, first slap yourself just quickly. Please, for me, slap yourself. Second of all, if you never played that, then 1000% this game is worth it. You're going to get to experience some of the greatest multiplayer maps ever created. For that alone, it's worth it. It's worth 80 bucks, 100 bucks. It's fucking priceless, okay? So if you've never played the classic MW2, buy this game. Go buy it right now. Second category, if you did play the classic MW2, then you should probably still buy this game, to be honest, because you're going to get to relive those classic maps. I'm getting nostalgia shivers all up my ass every single time I turn this game on. Even just doing this commentary, looking at the gameplay, it's doing it right now to me. So yeah, I mean, if you're somebody that loved that game, which I know we pretty much, I don't honestly know anybody that didn't like that game, I still think it's worth it. I really do. Like, getting to go back and play these maps has definitely brought some memories back. The trash talking's in the lobby right now. Everybody's on this game. Everybody's playing it. Friends that I haven't even talked to in years, I see them on like my friends list playing this game. Seems like a lot of people are enjoying it so far, or at least giving it a shot again. The third category is if you're just like the average Joe, you know, you like playing Call of Duty with your friends, but maybe not all the time. You know what? Go steal a copy. I'm just kidding. All right, don't go do that. Wait, you could definitely wait. The thing with the Call of Duty games is this will probably be on sale by December, like around Christmas time. You could probably get it for 20-30 bucks off. So if you're, you know, watching some gameplay and you think it's fun and you think it looks cool, but you could wait a little bit, you could definitely do that. But I'm trying to give you guys my honest, genuine opinion, because I've been shitting on Call of Duty for 5-6 years now. I'm not kidding, guys. Other than the skill-based matchmaking, this is definitely the most fun I've been having on a COD game. Even the beta, I think I put like 15 hours into in 2 days, which is no life shit, you know what I mean? I'm really enjoying it. I do think this is the best COD in the last couple years. We'll see if it's able to sustain, you know, a good player base, and we'll see how the year ends, because some games that start off really hot, by the end of the year, they're horrible, and then, you know, sometimes games start off horribly, and then they're good a year later, 6 months later. So I really do hope that they add a lot of content. That's a thing that I keep preaching. 2-3 maps a month, like new maps. I don't want, the old maps are cool and all, but we need some new maps too. Like I do want to see some new maps. I think they're also going to incorporate some of the MW2 maps, which I hope they don't, because like last year's MW2 maps, 2022. I hope they don't do that because I really didn't like any of them. Anyways, this was my quick review. This was long as hell. This is my review on MW3. Hopefully you enjoyed. If not, leave me a dislike because I love those. If you did like it though, leave me a like. Subscribe if you guys are new. I should have a few other MW3 videos going up today and tomorrow. And yeah, catch you guys later. Let me know if you guys are getting this game or if you've already purchased it or if you have any questions down in the comment section. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.